Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Steph and this channel is all about helping you upgrade your mindset and strategy to confidently leverage video to build the business of your dreams. Today's video is actually a makeup tutorial slash chit-chat get ready with me, a very long one mind you. I'm going to be sharing with you my go-to camera ready makeup look that I use for filming. Besides the fact that I love makeup and I love glamming and all of that, it's also very important for me to look my best whenever I'm doing something important like filming. And makeup is also one of those external confidence boosters that makes you show up just that much more confidently on camera. So if you want to learn how I got this camera ready makeup look, then just keep on watching. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so you're notified of new videos from me every week. Okay, so I'm going to start by prepping my skin, and before we even get into the makeup, it's always key to prep your skin first. Make sure it's nice and clean and moisturized. So for today's video, I'm going to be using the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer as my primer, and I'm just going to use about a pea-sized amount and just spread that all around my face. And of course, you don't want to neglect your lips, so any lip balm or chapstick will do. I'm just going to use this one by Burt's Bees. Okay, so now while my primer is still settling into my skin, I'm going to go ahead and cover up my dark circles with my NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector. I never apply concealer without applying this first, and I think it's time to get another one. What do you think? But this really does a great job of covering up your, not just covering up your dark circles, but actually canceling out those tones, those blues and purple tones that really seep through the concealer. I'm just going to apply a little bit on my brush, and I'll have all of my brushes linked down below. And to blend that in, I'm going to be using my Beauty Sponge by L'Oreal. And if you want a more in-depth tutorial on covering up dark circles, I do have a video already on my channel dedicated just to that, so you can click the link above, or I'll also have it linked in the description below. So that actually brings me to the first point that I wanted to kind of chat with you guys about in this video, and that is, if you've been following me since I started on YouTube, then you know my channel was a beauty channel. I was focused on beauty videos, on tutorials, on reviews and things like that, and that was my sole focus. And now it's kind of shifted. It's shifted into more business content, more mindset stuff, video marketing, YouTube, like all of that kind of stuff. And that's because since I've started my channel, I've evolved a lot. Since then, I have started a video marketing business. I'm just gonna keep on applying my makeup as I talk, because I don't want this video to be like super long. But I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade, what shade is this? Light medium. So when I very first started my YouTube channel, I thought I wanted to be a beauty guru. That was really what I was into. That was the content that I had been watching for so long. So naturally, that's what I gravitated towards, and that's what I decided to focus on. And I didn't want to just do it for fun. Like, I wanted to actually make something out of it. I wanted to learn how to do that. And what I found was that in cultivating my channel and, you know, learning ways to grow it, even just learning how to do things, because when I first started, I had no clue. I did so much research, not only beforehand, but like as I progressed with each video, like I would learn more and more things, and then I would implement them. And what I came to realize is I truly fell in love with that process. For me, it wasn't just about the makeup. It really was about cultivating my channel and kind of building it up from scratch. And with each new thing that I would learn and each new thing I would be able to implement, that just got more and more exciting for me. And I just loved learning about this whole world, learning about building an online business. And it's funny because when you are so, I always say it, when you're truly doing what you love, right? And you're just going for it, full force, taking massive action, the universe is gonna meet you there. When you're so certain and so focused on this thing, the universe is gonna put opportunities and guide you down your path. As I was learning about YouTube and as I was becoming more involved in the community, I started to come across so many resources, and this is how you know I can't do two things at once, because I really never do my concealer before my foundation, but of course today I did. But anyway, that's okay. We're gonna move on to foundation. If we need more concealer, we can just apply some more concealer. But guys, I've been obsessed with this foundation, and it's not even really a foundation, it's a CC cream, but it's so full coverage that, I mean, it works better than most of my foundations. And it's the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream, and this will just make you look flawless, camera ready for sure. It has SPF 50 and anti-aging hydrating serum, so there are a lot of benefits. Also, it's not like you're just masking your skin as you would with a normal foundation. So I just apply a few little dots all around my face. You don't need, like, a little bit of this goes such a long way. It's buildable too, so if you want more of a full coverage, you can do that. If you want sheer coverage, you can do that. So usually when I'm going to film though, and whenever you're on camera, you'll see you'll need a little bit more than you would just on a regular day, because you have to kind of exaggerate whatever it is that you normally do so that the camera can actually pick it up. And then I'm just gonna blend that with my Tarte, where are you? My Tarte Kabuki brush. So what was I saying? I have the memory of a goldfish, I swear. Oh yes, I was talking about the universe and it conspiring to meet your needs. So as I was growing my YouTube channel and as I was spending more and more time on the platform, getting involved with the community, I started to come across, so I would search for everything, right? How to do this, how to do that. And that's how I learned, and that's how I was able to do it. I started to come across a lot of like business and mindset content. The first channel that I kept coming across again and again and again was Marie Forleo's channel, and I'll link her below because she is so amazing and she really gave me that push I needed in the beginning just by watching her content alone. And just from there, it just kept building and building. Like, I would come across so many more resources. It was like almost like the universe was like, here, you need this and this and this, watch this, watch this. I would just come across the perfect videos at the perfect time. So now I'm going to set my face with my Makeup Forever translucent powder, and I'm just going to use my Real Techniques fluffy brush. So that's when I really started to view my channel from a business perspective, and also really just doing like a lot of just inner work, just really trying to find what really was my purpose, like what I was put here to do, you know, because I knew that I wanted to build something of my own. I knew that YouTube was a big part of that. I just didn't have like a really clear vision of what my end goal was, and that's what the inner work really helped me with, was to just get to know myself, to really ask myself those questions that I had never asked myself before, to really start thinking big, you know, to not limit myself and to just go for what I wanted and to keep taking action. I started to gain more and more clarity. So that's actually a Marie Forleo quote, is clarity comes from action, not thought. And I couldn't agree with that more, because intention without action is just a dream, you know. It's never going to be more than that. It's never going to come out of your head and be your reality. So as I started to do more and more inner work, as I really started to find myself and get inspired. I in turn wanted to share that inspiration. Like, I wanted to share what I was learning, what was helping me so much in my life. I'm not trying to say like, okay, now I have this like uber successful channel, because it's a work in progress, but it's just about how I feel, you know, compared to how I felt before. Like, how I feel now that I'm able to have a channel and cultivate my channel and build my community. How I feel building my business. It's been about 6 months now since I started, and my website's about to go live. It's about to happen. I'm about to have an online business, and I have so many plans for it. Like, I have such a huge vision, and I just wake up every day so happy, just feeling so inspired, and like I can't help but take action. Like, even a little tiny bit of action, that is better than just buying into your excuses and wasting time. Okay, I really have to like try to focus on the makeup, because this video is going to be just me talking for 20 hours. Okay, so I'm using my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. You don't want to look flat on camera, so that's where bronzer really comes in. And also, you don't want to look pale, so at least I don't. So if you think you don't have time, you know, I'm a mom to a very active little toddler boy, and I also work full-time, but I stopped letting that be an excuse for me, and I just started to really get really good at time management and just really planning out my day-to-day in order to make these huge dreams a reality, because it's what I have to do right now. Like, I know one day I'll have more time, but just taking, you know, whatever action I can consistently is, you know, it builds momentum and it builds your confidence, and it's way better than inaction, right? Because inaction is just gonna leave you stuck, feeling frustrated and hopeless, and we don't got time for that, guys. Just to recap, that's kind of why my content has changed, and I still love beauty, obviously. It's just part of me, you know. Beauty is, for me, it's a huge part of my self-care. I'm using the MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. I don't even think I told you guys what blush I was using. Geez. For blush, I use the NARS Orgasm. All of the products here that I'm going to be using today are my holy girl products. Like, I use them on a daily basis. I recommend them so highly. So highlighter is very important because you want that glow, girl. You know, you want to look like a star. You want to shine on camera. That's what highlight will do for you. So besides my cheekbones and the bridge of my nose, I also apply this under my brow, or on my brow bone, and on my cupid's bow. So now I'm going to use my Lorac Pro Contour Palette, and I'm going to just contour the bridge. Not the bridge. I'm going to contour my nose. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to eyeshadow. And for shadow, or for filming, I usually just do like two different tones. I'll do a contour shade, and then I'll do a base shade. And for my base, I usually just use like a neutral color. So I'm going to take my Naked Urban Decay Heat Palette, and I'm going to be using the color Ounce. It's this first color right here. So back to what I was saying before about time management and stuff. Listen, it all comes down to when people tell me, you know, how do you find the time to dedicate to your business and your channel, which is kind of like all tied into one at this point. But you know, like, how do you find time to do all of these other things in addition to, you know, the responsibilities you already have? And it's simple. Like, I want it really badly. It all comes down to how bad do you want it? You know, that's the question you really need to ask yourself. You really need to be honest with yourself before you say, I can't do this or I can't do that or Tarte, and I know these are all like valid things, because it's not easy raising children, working full-time, maintaining a home. Like, it's not easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy though. Like, I'm not saying that once you commit, like, now it's going to be peaches and rainbows, because no way. I guess the point I'm trying to make is just like, where there's a will, there's a way. And if you really want it as bad as you say you want it, you'll find a way. You know, if not, you'll find an excuse. You'll see obstacles instead of opportunities. That's why I think mindset is the first step. If your mind is not in the right place, it's going to be very easy to procrastinate, to be inconsistent, or to quit. You're not clear on your goals and you're not clear on your mission. It's not gonna work, because it's a lot of work and it takes time. It just takes time. It takes time and consistency and dedication. What matters is that you have a good foundation first. And then everything else won't be, you know, I'm not saying it will be easy, but it'll be a lot easier for sure. Okay, so now I'm using my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, and I'm gonna go in with the shade, what am I gonna, I usually just use like a warm tone shade for this, for my transition color. So I'm gonna be mixing burnt orange with raw sienna. And you just want to do windshield wiper motions. And blend, blend, blend. So I bulk film my content, right? So I always try to do a neutral eye, so that I can just switch up the lips in between videos, and it makes things so much easier. So sometimes if I have a little extra time and I'm feeling a little bit more glam, I'll add a third shade to my eye, right on the outer third of my eye, just to deepen it up. This will be a deep shade. I'll use like, okay, so I'm using my Lorac Pro palette, which is very loved. And I'm gonna go in with the color Sable right here. And I'm just going to apply that right on the outer third of my eye. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to my brows. I'm gonna quickly zoom through this process. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how to do your brows, I also have a video all about that, so I'll link it down below as well, or you can click the little card up there to see that. So again, to bring it home, really what I guess my message really, and my whole mission behind my business, behind my channel, is to just follow your dreams. Like, it sounds so cliche, but I mean, how often do we settle in life? How often do we not even pursue or take that first step because we're so convinced that it can't happen for us, that, you know, we have to do things how everyone else does them, we have to take the safe route, you know, whatever that means. And we have so much potential in us. Like, we all have so much potential, and so much of the time it's untapped. That's really the key, is to actually believe. That's why I have a quote on my wall actually by Theodore Roosevelt, and it says, "Believe you can and you're halfway there." And it's so true, because if you believe you can't even start. You know, like, you can't even take an idea, you know, that's all it's gonna be, is an idea, and it's gonna stop there. You'll never know, you know, what it could have been. You'll always have that regret. And that's like my number one fear, is to like be on my deathbed and think, oh, like, I wish I would have tried that. You know, I wonder what if it's funny because a lot of times we're like, well, what if it doesn't work out? You know, what if we fail? What if this? What if that? And then that time comes and we're like, what if I would have tried that? What, you know? And I just don't want to wait till then to ask that question. You know, I want to be able to look back on my life with pride, to know that I gave it my all, to know that I pursued what I wanted to pursue, that I lived the life that I loved and was just obsessed with. And I think that's all possible for us if we believe. So was that all I wanted to talk about today? I feel like I was all over the place, but that's just how my mind is, really. Like, if I don't prep a video beforehand, this is how it'll be. So I want to challenge you guys. Hold on, before we even go into that, let's move on to the next step, which is mascara. So I'm using my favorite mascara at the moment. It's been my favorite for a while, actually. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This will do wonders. Now, usually for filming, I use falsies. But if you don't want to use falsies, this mascara is so amazing. It will lengthen, it will curl, it does everything. Just this one tube. So I'm going to give my lashes a quick curl and just do like a coat of this because I'm just prepping my lashes for the falsies. And you also want to get your bottom lashes. This will really open up your eyes. Eye contact is so important. Your eyes just speak volumes when you're on video, so you want to make sure they look open and bright. Now I'm going to apply my wing liner, and I'm using the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner in Jet Black. And if you were wondering if I had a tutorial on how to apply the perfect wing liner, you would be correct. So again, I will link it down below. I just don't want this video to be like 1,000 hours long because I know you guys are gonna get bored. So I'm gonna shut up and do this wing. And move on to falsies. So I love to use the Ardell, either the Ardell Wispies or the Ardell Double Up. These are the double ups. They're really long, they're really glam, and that's how I like them. So you can find these at any drugstore. They're super cheap, they're like $4. And you guys, I also have a tutorial on how to apply false lashes. I'm telling you, I just love tutorials. I love how-tos. I mean, like I explain all the time, YouTube is a search engine. When people come to YouTube, they're searching for answers to problems that they have. So you want to make sure you're creating plenty of how-to videos. Okay, so lashes are on, and as you can see, they made a huge difference. So lastly, for my eyes, I'm going to apply this NYX eye pencil in, I think it's just black. Yeah, Black Noir. And I'm going to tightline with that so that the lashes and everything kind of blends together. And then for my bottom waterline, I'm going to use the NYX Wonder Pencil in the color medium. And this is actually a nude colored pencil, so it opens up the eyes even more. So to wrap up this makeup tutorial, I'm going to do a neutral lip. And I've been loving this trio lately, which is all drugstore. So I've been using the Wet n Wild lip liner in the color Willow. And then I follow that with my Milani lipstick in the color Nude Cream or Nude Creme. And then my NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. So like I was saying, my lip is the only thing that I would change up in between videos. So I always start with a nude lip. So now for my challenge. I want to challenge you watching, yes, you watching me right now. I want to challenge you to take one single action step towards your dream, towards whatever big goal you have in your mind that you've been convincing yourself that is just way out of your reach. I want you to take a tiny baby step. That's it. Just whatever is the first thing you need to do. So whether that's researching it, whether that's, you know, going out and talking to people, whatever it is, just have the confidence and the faith to know that you can do it. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So take that step today. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned a tip or two that you could apply for your own filming prep. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and of course don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you back here next week. Bye!